Okay, I'm going to talk about the tackles here on every one of our plays here that we ran during our team sessions here. I'm going to start with, I'm just going to do tackles to kind of help streamline some of you guys when you're watching the film here. Um, so it can help you guys out. Okay, so I'm going to look at the left tackle here first. We're running trap to the left. So we need to identify the trap guy. The trap guy is a four technique. Remember, for trap, it's two or wider. So we should be saying 4-4-4. Our play side tackle here should be taking the path of least resistance to get to his first backer inside. Okay, so that'd be ripping underneath. If that guy crosses your face, then you just go to the outside and try to get as flat as you can to go block this guy, okay? So watching Alton here, he does a great job ripping inside. He gets to his backer, okay, he blocks his backer and he stays on him and runs him. That's a good job, okay? If you're the backside tackle, you should be wheeling and sealing. You need to shuffle down hard and replace the guard. Um, Looking for any B gap threat. If you don't have a B gap threat, then you turn back and block the C gap defender. So Trent watching you, that's not bad, but you're just too high. Look how you just pop straight up. And if that guy wanted to put his head right in your chest, he's going to run you over. Okay. So we need to make sure we still squat down low as we're doing that wheel and seal. But that's a decent job. That's an okay job. Next one here. Okay, this is 50s, 90s pass protection. This is a good job. Alton has a guy on and outside him, so he's going out and blocking. He made a fan call, so he's bringing the guard out with him. Alton needs to get his outside knee to the crotch, okay, which it seems like he does. He uses his hands. I like how you have your hands here underneath. That's good. Now don't get too far out ahead. You need to stay on his inside here, Alton, on his inside shoulder. We're too square. Stay on his inside shoulder and influence this guy to run up the field. Don't give him a chance to fall back inside. Don't give him that chance to do that. Okay. Trent, looking at you. You step inside. That's good. Now look at your hands. He's beat you already. Look at your hands. Your hands are outside. You need to keep your hands together. Look how your hands flail out. Your hands need to be inside and you need to pop him right in the chest. Okay, there, you fixed it, which is good. And you have decent positioning. Get your outside knee to his crotch and keep that positioning. Influence him upfield. Okay, here we're running G to the left. Here you don't have help from a tight end, but still your rule as a play side tackle is gap on to FBI. That's your rule. So there's no one in your gap. There's a guy on you. You have to block this four technique by yourself. Okay. So it's actually boot. I'm sorry, but still it's G for us. So I like what Alton does here. He knows that it's boot, so he actually reaches this guy and pins him inside. That's what we want to do. Just make sure we don't get upfield, Alton. If you get upfield, we're going to get flagged for a penalty. Okay. Try to keep your leverage on him. Okay. Backside tackle, we're wheeling and sealing. Okay. Trent, I want you to step down harder just in case if there's a B gap threat. And then when you turn back, I want you to go attack that guy. Don't just catch him. I want you to go attack him. Okay, watching Mosman here. Okay, Mosman, I want to see you step in. I want to see you step in first and then step back with that second leg. So it should go 1-2. You need to get your hands inside. You don't want to have your hands on the outside shoulder. If you do, he's going to win. I don't like how much you're leaning. Remember, when we pass protect, we need to be sitting back. He's going to throw you on the ground if he had good hand position. Okay, I want to see that knee back, that knee up, and you sitting back with your hands inside. Do not lean like this because he's going to throw you right on the ground. Don't lean on pass protection. Get slowly run over. Here, I like Chase. I like how you make a fan call and then you're working out here. We're just a little too slow getting out there and we're too high. We're too slow and too high getting out there to get in front of them. Okay. Okay. Here, I think we're running pass. Yep, we're running pass here to the left. So Mosman watching you for running pass to the left. Um, I do like your two steps here, Mosman. That's good. 1, 2, your feet are rooted. Now, one thing we got to think about if we're running pass, try to then reach this guy to the outside here late. I do like how you're driving him. I do like where your hands are. I like how wide your base is. You could be lower, but I would like to see you on his outside shoulder instead of letting him run out, just in case if the kid quarterback did need to run out a little bit. Okay, Chase on the backside, you should be wheeling and sealing. Okay, I don't like how we're stepping back and we're not getting into our guy. We can't give up that much room. Okay, next play here. This is 50s again, so we should be stepping in, stepping back. Um, this is one thing I haven't talked about. This is my fault. Tackles, if you have a tight end on the line of scrimmage, it's an automatic fan call. Okay. We're going to make an automatic fan call if we have a tight end on the line of scrimmage because we don't know if this guy's going to rush or drop back into pass protection. So, tackles, if there's a tight end on the line of scrimmage, you need to fan out. Okay. You need to fan out. So, we should have a fan call here, getting out, because look, this linebacker's coming. So we should have our guard out and our tackle out. But this is my fault, Jack. This is not on you, this is on me. Jack, your steps are actually great here. You step in, okay, and you set up and you attack his inside shoulder, his inside number. The only thing is that we get too high. We get too high. We start leaning on him. You see how you're above his shoulder, and then he's able to throw you off. Okay. Once you get to this position where you're inside leverage, just sit there. Just sit there, okay? And influence him to the outside. Just sit there. Don't give him a chance to fall back inside. Don't give him a chance to do that. Just sit right here and force him to run upfield. And then if when he does, you run him. Don't let him fall back inside. Okay, Chase, this is a better job getting out there fast on that fan call. We're just way too high and way too timid with our hit. Okay. This is a decent job. We're just way too high, Chase. Okay, Mosman, this is great here, actually. What you do here is awesome on this 5 technique. You get to his outside shoulder and you reach him a little bit. That's good. Okay, Chase, you got to win this. You got to get this wheel and seal. You got to step down hard, replace the guard, and not let this guy beat you to the inside, or he's gonna wreck the play. Okay, we'll just skip this. Okay, this is pass to the left, I believe. Oh, we're running trap to the right. That's what we're doing. We're running trap to the right, but they have a pass play off of it. Okay. So Alton, we got to get better with our wheel and seal, man. If you're a wheel and seal on the backside, you need to shuffle down and get hip to hip with the center. Okay, we need to shuffle down hard and then turn back. We cannot let this guy beat us to the inside. We can't have that happen. He does that initially. You do a good job recovering, but we need to step down harder and get our head to the inside. Okay. Trent, you do a nice job here. Okay, you take the path of least resistance, you get to your backer, and then you run them. That's a good job, Trent. Okay, we run trap again. So Alton, once again, you need to step down hard. You're not blocking this guy automatically every time, Alton. You need to protect the B gap first. So you need to go and replace the guard to check for any B gap, and then you should be turning back to block this guy. You should not be square. head up on this guy. There's no way he should be beating you to the inside. Okay. Trent, watching you once again, you take the path of least resistance. Okay, but Trent, here's the thing. I want if you think you can beat him inside, then beat him inside because then you have a better angle to go block this linebacker. I don't want you to default to going outside every single time. If you can rip inside flat and get there, then do that. Okay, here we're running G. So play side tackle, your gap on to FBI. So you have a Ted block here with the tight end, so he's helping you out. I think here he slants in, so you do a good job down blocking him, and the tight end works up. We're blocking our gap. That's great. And on the backside, we should be wheeling and sealing. So Alton watching you, you're just too high. Too high, Alton. But we do a good job flattening him out. We're just a little too high, and we're able to run the ball inside that. So it's a decent job. You're just too high on this. Okay, I'd love to see your helmet down on his number. I want to see your helmet down on his play side number. Trent, watching you. This is a good job stepping down, checking B gap. You step down and then you look back. That's exactly what that should look like there. That's a good job. Okay, we're running boot to the right. Okay, so here we have this guy by ourselves because we're making it look like G, and then we're wheeling and sealing the backside. So Mosman, starting with you. I want to see you step down harder, Mosman. Go replace this guard, look for a B gap threat, and then I want you to turn back and block this guy. Okay, you do block him, which is nice. Okay, and you stay on him, but I want to see you step down hard because if this guy slants inside, I think he's going to beat you. You need to anticipate that this guy is going to slant in every single time, and you got to go beat him. Okay, Chase, he gets underneath you, and we're just way too timid. We're too high and too timid. Okay, it's kind of a funky play. I don't want to watch that one. Okay, Mosman watching you. I don't like your first step. Your first step is way too big and back. Your first step goes way back here. I want you to do what you normally have been doing, where you go one,